I have these memories of camping as a kid with my family, and I just really treasure them. They were, just exploring the wilderness, getting dirty, and I want to be able to bring Seely out and just kind of experience the Northwest a little bit, the wilderness. Kendall's a little trepidatious, is that a word? A little nervous, so I did a lot of prep work to try and make it as easy as possible. I did forget the French press, but minor problem. We were camping with friends, so we were able to borrow theirs. Other than that, it's going fairly smooth, except for panic buying a couple things the day before leaving. I'd say so far it's been a success.
We're leaving for our first ever camping trip with baby today. And we sort of planned, and then we sort of made some panic purchases like a day before the camping trip. So I'm really not sure if we're prepared. Most of this is just normal baby stuff. Bib, we made sure to bring this rubber kind and not the cloth kind because this will be easy to rinse off. Formula, duh, nothing special there. A couple toys, sunscreen. As far as the panic purchases we made, we did panic purchase this, a battery powered sound machine, because the one that we use at home plugs into the wall. Honestly, I think where we're going, the river might be loud enough, but she is used to sleeping with the sound machine. So we purchased this just small one. I think we'll use this for future camping trips this summer, as well as some other travel that we have. So I think it was a good purchase for like $10 or $20, however much it was. Their panic purchase was this fan, battery powered fan, which you can clip on to the crib or wherever she's playing, use it for yourself. I can clip it onto the Peloton when I get home. So I think that was, again, cheap, good purchase. Other than that, it's mostly just typical baby stuff. I think she'll be fine. We'll show you the sleeping setup and any other like baby play setup when we get there.
Good morning. Slept pretty well. I'll show you the baby setup in a minute here, but once she fell asleep, it was a pretty good night. It just took a really long time to fall asleep. I think because it was so light out until 10 o'clock. She didn't fall asleep until 9:30, I think. I've been doing this thing while camping that kind of brings me a little bit of pleasure. It's just pre-measuring and pre-packaging all my food. Here's some coffee that I ground at home, all portioned out for a single French press, and just makes life a lot easier while camping. How did everybody sleep in here?
Not too bad, actually. I was worried about temperature, of course, but last night was pretty mild. So there was really nothing to worry about. Did you sleep well?
No coffee for babies. Get ready for our crib tour.
Welcome. Welcome. We had that tent over there. MSR Elixir 3.
We gave it away to a friend.
Yeah, it's a 3-person, I think it's designed for backpacking, and it just wasn't gonna work. The main thing I wanted was to be able to stand, which we did need last night. Right after we had her asleep, we were just about to fall asleep, and then I think she must have had a bad dream or something and just started screaming. And we were able to console her, but I had to stand up and like rock back and forth a little bit.
But we have 2 sleeping mats for us, and we brought the pack and play for her.
We did get this fan I think I showed you that earlier, which was good yesterday because it was, 85 or 90 degrees here. So we had that going. We won't need it today. She didn't fall asleep till probably almost 9:30. I think because it was too bright out. So tonight we are going to add the rain fly to the top to make it a little bit darker.
I'm kind of an MSR fanboy, and we had like a 3-person MSR that I absolutely loved. It's just the space is really nice, and they're just so well designed. They have aluminum poles, very nice. This is the first time I've set this one up, so I don't really know how to get the rain fly on, but I'm gonna figure it out here. So here it is. This is a 4-person tent and has a lot of space. I'm liking it so far. I was very comfortable last night. Let's see, I think there's a air flap here for some ventilation.
This hammock is a really good thing to have with the baby too, because when she was like overly tired and fussy, it's nice to have something that moves for soothing, especially if you use that kind of thing at home. It has calmed her down when she's been all fussy. This I'm not feeling too great about. I'm gonna make sure I rinse it with clean water.
What aren't you feeling good about?
Washing the bottles in this situation. You're supposed to disinfect bottles, I think. Like boil them in the old days with a dishwasher. This is not that.
We also only brought 2 bottles, so we're maybe not being super sanitary.
Yeah, we should have brought as many bottles as possible.
During camping, I really like using this Dutch oven for all of our cooking. It's just, it's kind of fun. It's a bit of a challenge to cook over a fire. I like the entertainment that it provides, as well as the food is just really good. We did have mac and cheese last night, and this is probably the hardest thing about the Dutch oven, is cleaning it up. I usually kind of wait until the last day or clean it up a little bit better at home. And, we'll just have eggs today flavored with a little bit of mac and cheese. I think it'll be delicious. We're having hash browns and egg burritos today. Big chunk of butter. Maybe a little bit more. These hash browns from Costco are the best for camping or at home. We're having breakfast burritos.
How did you cook that?
I actually warmed the tortillas on the lid of the Dutch oven. It worked very nicely. We have some, like a veggie scramble here. Cook some eggs and mushrooms, onions, peppers. Have the hash browns, potato breakfast burrito here. Very tasty. Sriracha, my preferred condiment. And we have some avocado, some feta cheese. I might have to try and overstuff this a little bit. I feel like I could probably fit a little bit more, but I always go too far without fail. Perfecto. Our neighbors gave us this baby carrying backpack, and I'm kind of falling in love with it. It's super high quality and really easy to use and holds her super securely, and she does seem to really enjoy it too. I think there's something about just watching the world go by in a different perspective, and all of this is completely new to her, and she really does seem to enjoy camping. And we didn't walk too far, but after hiking, we settled back into our site to prepare some dinner. First, for Celie, we brought a couple pouches, which she's never had before. This was the first time, and she seemed to like it. We also brought Cheerios and formula and a couple teething biscuits. She's mostly starting solid food for the first time this week-ish, and we're trying to just give her a lot of the stuff that we're eating, a lot of the vegetables and softer things. And then once she was taken care of, our friends were in charge of dinner, and they broke out their own cast iron stove and started making some campfire chili, which turned out most excellently. I think every year we've been honing our campfire cooking, and I might eat better while camping than I do at home, just because we can give more attention to it, and it's fun, and food tastes better when you have fun with it.
It's like a sumo suit. This is the sleeping bag. She was a little fussy. I think maybe she was too cold in her other bag. Or maybe she's just tired. No, she's in her Morrison camping sleeping bag.
Well, we did get rained out a little bit. Right after finishing chili, it started pouring and kind of lasted the entire evening. So that put a little bit of a damper on the mood. The biggest takeaway though, camping with baby, I think the hardest thing was sleep. I guess that's kind of a recurring theme with raising a baby though. Especially in the Pacific Northwest in the summer, it stays light really late. Usually about 10 o'clock is when it starts to get dark out, and at home, you know, we have curtains down. We try not to like black it out or anything, but it is dark. The rainfly did help a little bit, but for our next trip, we might try to find some way of covering the crib with something that won't suffocate her, of course. So overall, if you're afraid to go camping with your baby, I wouldn't be. I very much enjoyed it, and I think that Celie did as well. Until next time, bye.